YouTube, it's Jacob here with another deck profile from Team Pyramid. So what I want to do today is I want to show you a deck that is still in production, and the reason why I'm showing you it in production is because I'd really like to hear your guys' feedback actually on the deck, like with card choices for me to test this out, put it in and see how the deck actually runs properly. So I started this deck off with ABC Lightsworn. So I like the fact that Lightsworn milled to the grave, and the fact that the ABC run has quite good synergy with it because of the fact of you can banish from the grave, which is really, really good. But let's get into this. So we have 3 Raiden. So we run 3 Raiden because he's probably the best Lightsworn other than Minerva itself. So the fact that Raiden, you can go ahead, normal summon it. It is a tuner. It's level 4. And you can mill the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. For the Lightsworn, if it mills a Lightsworn monster, it gains 200 attack. And then at the end of your turn, you can go ahead and mill another 2. However, the reason why I think he's really good is because with today's meta, there's special summoning to the field quite a bit. And I'm running, you'll see later on in the extra deck, I'm running a tuner that will go ahead, I'm running a synchro that you can easily get out with Raiden, and it will go ahead and clear all of the special summon monsters. It don't even target, it just destroys, which is really, really good. I then run, so basically, sorry, before I get into the next card that I run, so basically this card, you summon it and you mill 4 cards. For 1 card is really good. I then run 3 Lila. So I don't run any other back row clearance in this other than her, due to the fact of she can go ahead and switch herself to defense and pop her spell trap card on the field. Really, really good. And on top of that, at the end of your turn, you mill 3 cards. I then run 2 Wolves. So for the fact that Wolf is a 2100 beta that special summons itself when milled from the top of the deck to the grave, or milled from the deck to the grave, it don't even have to be top. This card is really good, especially in here, because you're needing to special summon as much as you can and just hit your opponent with everything you've got. I then run 2 Fellis. So Fellis is really, really, really good card. Has the same sort of effect as Wolf. It special summons itself when it's milled from the deck. And this card here, obviously, as well, what happens is when it's special summoned, you contribute this card and then target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy that target, then build the top 3 cards of your deck to the grave. So it's more spot clearance. That's it for the Lightsworns. I then run 3 A Assault Core. So A Assault Core allows you to go ahead and when it's sent from the field to the grave, allows you to go ahead and get another Union monster from your grave to your hand. It doesn't state it can't be itself. It's 1900, so it can keep going back into itself, which is really good. And all it has to be is if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, they destroy this card instead. So this card could be sent to the grave. So anything that sends it to the grave, directly sends it, is really good. So when you link summoning, you send it to the grave, you get their effects. I then run 3 B Buster Drake. So the reason why I run 3 Buster Drake is because he's the searcher for the unions. He is literally your voter for the unions. This card, when it's sent from the field to the grave, you can go ahead and search from your deck and add to your hand any other union monster. So they all have other effects as well. So A, it makes sure if it's equipped to a light machine type monster, stops your opponent's monster effects to that card it's equipped to. B does the exact same thing but with spells rather than monsters. And then I also run 3 C Crush Wyvern. So I run 3 Crush Wyvern because it makes them immune from trap card effects. So other than that as well, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can go ahead and special summon 1 Union monster to the field. So you can go ahead and like link summon, you have those 2 on the field. You can go ahead, get the effect to B, special summon it. So you'd activate B first, be chain link 2, and then it'll be Chain Link 1 is Crush. So sent to the grave. You then go ahead, get your search from B first of all, then you'll special summon B with C. Then I run 3 Fairy Tale Snow. So the fact that this card mills a lot to the grave, you're instantly always getting Snow active. But whenever it hits the graveyard, it's active. Whenever it's in your hand, it's active. And you banish everything and then get it. Then you go ahead and just flip your opponent's monsters face down. Or it could be used for like fodder for Link summonings, Z summonings, even Synchro summons. It can be used as fodder for. Then obviously because we are running 3 Snow, we're banishing a lot. And with Lightsworn, you always run the risk of decking out if you're milling too much, especially in a 40 card Lightsworn. So I run 2 Necroface. So I run 2 Necroface just for the fact that this card then brings back all cards that were banished back into your deck. So it replenishes itself, so you get a second go round if you last that long. I think that works quite well with obviously the Fairy Tale Snow. The fact that you just continually getting your resources back, I quite like that. And it obviously boosts itself up as well in attack points. So that's it for the monsters. Off to the spells. I obviously run 3 Union Hanger. You don't really have to say much about that. If you guys don't know what it is, I'll give it a quick breakdown. You can add, when you activate it, you add one light machine type monster, Union type monster from your deck to your hand. When a light machine type Union monster is then normal or special summoned, you get to go ahead and special summon an appropriate light machine Union type monster with a different name from your deck. Equip it to that monster, but the only thing is the monster that's equipped to cannot special summon itself that turn. So it really thins your deck. It's really good. I then run 3 Terraforming. So you're running 3 Terraforming because you want to see Union Hanger. Obviously it thins your deck down as well, so it's really good. And even if you need to just basically get into other resources and you have an ABC Dragon Buster on the field already, you activate Terraforming, it thins your deck, and then you've still got the one pitch for the actual Dragon Buster itself. I then run 2 Charge of the Light Brigades. I'm thinking of bumping this up to 3. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think to that. Like I stated, any constructive criticism about this deck is greatly appreciated. Anything you guys think this deck could run is greatly appreciated. I run 3 Charge of the Light Brigade because you're sending to the grave, and then you're getting an actual search. So you're always going to go for Raiden. It's one of the cards that you need, obviously, to keep going. I then run 1 Foolish Burial, so it's a free special summon. Obviously, you've got Wolf and Felis. It thins your deck down because you're literally getting the special summon. It takes care of itself. I then run 1 Monster Reborn because you're running the ABC in this. When you get the help, go ahead and pop your ABC Dragon Buster. It goes to the grave. Then you go ahead and just Monster Reborn it. Instead of it going back to the extra monster zone, it goes into your normal. I then run 1 Fusion Tag. I am running a monster in the extra deck. However, I'm thinking of taking that out. I have done a video of the test hands that you guys will see, and you'll understand why I'm thinking of taking this out. I don't really know what to say about it. I can't see it coming up that much. From the test hands that I have done, I didn't see it coming up at all. So that's why I'm thinking of cutting it. Reinforcements of the army I run. Obviously, you fill in your deck for Raiden, and then you're going in for it again. And then one card I'm thinking of bumping up is Solar Recharge. So I'm thinking I'm bumping this up because you just discard 1 Lightsworn, mill 2, you draw 2, then mill 2. It's really good. It's extra draw power. I do run a side deck in this. Side decks are all preferable to your own selves. For the last 3 cards I actually run in the main deck is 3 traps, and that's Needle, Bug, Nest. So the fact that you go ahead at your opponent's turn and you activate this card as long as it's on the field, as long as it's not just been set, and then you mill the top 5 cards to your deck to the grave. Nothing really else to say about it. I like it in here, but it's one of them cards that you can easily side out going into game 2. So off to the extra deck, I run 3 ABC Dragon Buster. So I run three Dragon Busters. Thinking of cutting it down to 2. But I run 3 Dragon Busters because it's Dragon Buster. Card is still unbelievably broken. The fact that you can go ahead and pitch on either player's turn to banish, and then it tags out and gets you them back, and then you can go ahead and go into a link from that, and then use the actual resources again. It's crazy good. Card itself, I'm surprised it hasn't been banned or even limited. But there we go. It's a 2,800 beta, and it has other effects as well, which is crazy. I then run 1 XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. So I run the Dragon Catapult Cannon, and I might as well show you as well. I run the A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. So that's the fusion tag target is the XYZ Dragon Cannon. So the reason why I run that is because this card here is crazy good when you get it. It really is crazy good when you get it. However, the chances of you getting it without milling the fusion tag or actually getting into your resources through that, it's slim to none. I'm thinking of cutting it. Probably run Trishula or something in here instead. Off to the XZs, I run 1 Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi, you get it, you get your resources into the grave because you're pitching your hand. And you're drawing more resources. I then run 1 Gagaga Cowboy. Obviously, you can go into this, and if your opponent only has 800 left in a field, you obviously get the stab at that. I run 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Obviously, you can go ahead use that, and it goes ahead and makes your opponent's attack become half, which is really good. 1 Abyss Dweller. In case you're running into the mirror matches, or even Burning Abyss, or anything that utilizes the graveyard, Abyss Dweller takes care of it. Like I stated, I am running a side deck, so I run 1 Cyber Dragon Nova and 1 Infinity. So I'm running Galaxy, and you'll see my side deck in a minute. But Cyber Dragon Infinity, it's a good card all round. I run 1 Topological Bomber Dragon. So for the fact that this card, if you do get this out and your opponent's got a hefty field, you go ahead, mill the top card of your deck with what's left of it, what's in your graveyard or anything like that, special summon to one of the arrows it points to, and then you go ahead and nuke the field. I run 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Decode Talker, and 1 Scarlight Red Dragon Archery. So I love this card in this deck. So the fact that it just goes ahead and destroys, it don't go ahead and target. So it stops the opponent's Link monster from saying, oh, you can't target this. It don't target. And it also inflicts 500 damage for each special summon monster. And as we all know in today's meta, special summon is more common than anything. It shouldn't be called special summon anymore. But there we go. So that's it for the main deck and the extra deck. I would really love to hear what you guys think on the actual main deck and the extra deck. Tell me what cards you guys would run instead. I'm thinking of adding a Bobolo Dragon into this, and some other cards, but let me know what you guys think. I did say I'll show you the side deck, but remember, side decks are up for everyone's personal preference and depending on what you're playing against. So I've preemptively thought like I will be playing a lot of Magicians, Pendulum Magicians, so I run 3 Dimensional Barriers, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. That's for the Pendulum Magicians. So I'm running 5 cards in total for the Pendulum Magicians. No Paleozoic still floating around. So I run 1 Royal Decree. I like this card due to the fact it stops hand traps. I like Mind Drain. So it's a continuous trap card, and to activate this card, you pay 1,000 life points. Effects or monsters in the hand cannot be activated. So it does shut down the actual hand traps itself because you have to activate their effects by pitching them from your hand to negate. So it's really good. I then run 2 Galaxy Soldiers, like I stated. This is for the Infinity. I run 2 Judgment Dragon, because you can. I then run 2 Pot of Desires. So I'm thinking of actually main decking Desires to get extra draws. Like I stated, side deck is literally your preference, what you guys think you need. But 100%, let me know what you guys think of the deck in the comments below. Let me know what cards you think. Whether you actually think I should increase it up to 60 cards. I would really like to hear that. Whether you think that I should add dinosaurs or whatever to it. It'd be really nice to hear. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. As always, if you really like the video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. There'll be much more Yu-Gi-Oh content coming up shortly. But thank you very much indeed for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.